So today's exercise is plotting the details by intersection method. This is a very useful method in plane table because this is faster as compared to radiation method. So equipment which you are using in the field here, very simple equipment, plane table plus a stand. You are using alidate, we are using measuring tape, we are using flags in the field, and also you are using here clinometer. So very simple equipment you are using. This method is faster than the radiation method, and this method is used when the area covered is large, whereas radiation method is used in a smaller area. Then area is undulating like mountainous area, where it is difficult to go there and keep our staff for taking the reading. So if there are undulations, the area is mountainous, then we are using this particular method. And third is, this is faster method than radiation. But this method may not be as accurate as radiation method. Radiation method is much more accurate than the intersection. So I will explain you how you are going to perform this experiment. So prerequisite for this method is that distance between 2 points should be known to you. 2 points should be known to you. These points may be control points, is known, and their position is already plotted on the plane table. Their position is already plotted on plane table. So suppose this is ground point A, this is ground point B, and the area is undulating something like this. So what we assume is, when we start our work, that these 2 points A and B are already plotted on our plane table. So if I show you plane table, here is capital A. So this is small a and this is small b, point B on the plane table. So this point, these points are already plotted because we know their coordinates, we know their locations. And once we know the coordinate, we know the distance between these 2 points. So this is the prerequisite. Now to start this experiment, we have to again do level the plane table top. Then we have to do centering of the plane table over that station. And third part is orientation. We are doing orientation of the plane table with respect to north direction. So here, once we have finished that part, then we actually start the measurement and plotting part. So what we do in the beginning, that we will ensure that this line AB, which is on the plane table, is parallel to the line on the ground. That means if our plane table is properly oriented, that this particular line is parallel to the line on the ground. So now we have to start working from A. So in order to start working from A, very simple is that we will take the surrounding objects, like there is a tree here, there is a pole here. So we will like to say plot these points. So from A, we will bisect the tree using alidate. So this is the direction of bisection. From A, I will now bisect pole electric pole. So this is the direction in which I will draw the line. So once you know the direction with the help of the alidade, you can draw the lines. If there is another tree here, you bisect this and draw another line. So this way, whatever points are situated in the surroundings, we keep on plotting the details of those points. So if we have a building here, so from A we will bisect this particular building and draw a line. So we will draw the lines towards the objects which are situated in the surrounding. These points may be far off, because if they are close by, we can measure the distance by radiation method. So what we are assuming is that these points are far off, but they are visible from A, and all these points are also visible from B. So once we draw all the rays from point A, then we will shift our plane table from A to B. So now we will shift our plane table from A to B point. So this is my point A, this is my point B. And I have already drawn the rays from A to various points. These are the rays drawn. So when I am shifting, finishing my work from A and I am shifting to B, again at this particular point, again we have to carry out these three steps. So at point B, again we have to do leveling, we have to do centering, and we have to do orientation of the plane table at B. Now what we can do is, once we know the line BA, we can orient our plane table in this direction. That means if we keep my alidade along BA line and bisect ground point A, it should come in that line. So I have to orient my plane table in BA direction. So now the plane table is ready. Once it is oriented, it is ready to work. So the fourth step is now again plotting. So from B, again I will use alidade and bisect those points which I had bisected from position A. So in order to do that, I'll use alidade, and again from B point, I'll bisect the pole. When I am bisecting the pole, this is the line to pole from A, and this is the line from B. This is the direction, orientation from B. So these two lines will intersect at a point, and this point of intersection is basically the location of the pole. So now at this particular intersection point, I don't want to show these lines. Once I get the intersection, I will simply show at this intersection point the symbol of the pole, that I have drawn the position of the pole. You remember we had drawn this direction for a tree. Now the same tree I will bisect from here and draw the ray. The intersection point now will give me the location of the tree. Again, I am not showing these lines. Once I get the point, I will remove the line, I will rub the line with the eraser, and I will show here only tree and its symbol, location of the tree and its symbol. Building. This was the ray towards the building. I will draw the ray again from B after bisecting from alidade, and the intersection point which I get, I will show one corner of the building. So I have received one corner of the building. So this way we keep on getting the points by intersection method. So all the surrounding details we will get by intersection method. Now once we get the points, what happened to the elevations points? So you remember that we are taking here clinometer. What is the advantage of this particular instrument? The advantage of this instrument is that from a distance, from the plane table position, you can measure how much is the vertical angle of that particular object. So how much is the vertical angle subtended by the pole, how much is the vertical angle subtended by the tree. This clinometer will give you tangent of theta, tangent of the vertical angle directly. That is the advantage of using this particular equipment. So in order to get the elevation values, RLs of various points, what we will do is, from A, we will take vertical angles of all these objects. That means we'll take clinometer reading. Important part in this procedure now is that how to get the RLs of various points. So to get the RLs of all these points so that later on you can draw contours, you have to use instrument clinometer. Why are you using clinometer? You are using clinometer for two purposes. Number one, object is far off. It is not very close to you. Object is away from you. So you cannot take the staff there. It will take a long time to reach there. And number two, it directly gives you tangent theta value, which you require in your computation. So directly you will get tangent theta of the line. Suppose I keep my clinometer here and bisect this pole or bisect this tree or the building, I can get tangent theta value. Theta is the vertical angle. So tangent theta value I will get directly from this instrument. So I have to bisect all the objects from A using clinometer and note down theta value, tangent theta value. So once I get tangent theta value and once I get the point here, I get the distance. So it's very simple. If I get this distance and if I get this theta, which is tangent theta, so I can find out this. This is d tan theta. So d is known to me, tangent theta is known to me, so I can find out elevation difference between the 2 points, between A and pole or A and tree, A and building. So I can find out these elevation differences. So using tangent theta value, the distance of these objects will be known to me after intersection. So I can calculate RLs of these points. So what we do is, in this exercise, at A we will take clinometer reading of all the points. When we shift at B and we take observation, we take clinometer observation at B also. So we will get two values of each object. Tangent theta 1 here, tangent theta 2 of the same object here. We will get two values of the RLs, one from here, another from here. If I know the RL of A, I can find out RL of pole. If I know the RL of B, I can find out RL of pole. So I get two RL values of the pole, RL1, RL2. I will take the average value and that value I will write here. Suppose the elevation of the pole is 211.54. I'll write that value here on the plane table itself. So in intersection method, using this simple trigonometrical relationship, once you know tangent theta and once you know this distance on plane table, you can measure this distance, you can find out RLs of all those points, and you have to write the elevation values here and then draw the contours subsequently. I will explain you in another experiment how you draw the contours, but you have to make sure that whatever objects you plot, its elevation should be known to you by using clinometer in this experiment. So I hope the experiment is clear how to perform this in the field.